Hey guys, I think I'm live. Let me know if you can hear me. I see there's one person here already. I had to plug in headphones because my microphone on my computer keeps going in and out. So hopefully this is working. If you can hear me, please say so because I don't want to be talking to myself. I do enough of that on a regular. So say hi. Let me know if you can hear me. And I am Debbie from Debbie OMAD. I have been doing OMAD and intermittent fasting for about 1.5 years now. I don't know where the time went, but yeah, it's been a while. I've lost probably about, I want to say 74 pounds all total, with a goal of 84 or 83. So I'm close. I'm very close. Today is weigh-in Sunday. We do this every week where I say my weight for the week. Claudia says she can hear me. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Nikki. Glad you guys can see me, Nikki. That little wrench means that you're a moderator. So if anybody comes on and is spamming, kick them out. But that's the only reason we would kick anybody out is if they're spamming. In an effort not to make people have to wait forever, I will tell you I stayed the same, but I'm still at 139, but I fully expect that to go up tomorrow. My body's weird. It's like if I eat something I shouldn't one day, but not like in excess, but more calories than I probably should, I don't gain it the next day. It's the day after. I don't know why that happens, and maybe that happens for you guys too, but that's how my body works. And yesterday was my birthday, and I did overindulge a little bit. I didn't go crazy, but I did eat more than I normally would. So I fully expect that to show up tomorrow on the scale. Today, however, it still says 139. For those that don't know, I started this journey at 210 pounds, and that was like 1.5 years ago, and I am 5'2", so that's a lot of extra weight. And throughout the course of this 1.5 years, I've been up and down and roller coastering. I haven't gone up like a lot at any given time, but I have gone up and then come back down and then stalled and plateaued and played the whole dieting game. The only game I'm not playing is yo-yo. I will not turn this into a yo-yo diet. And for 1.5 years, I have been successful at that. So we have a challenge. But before I go into that, let me just say, if you haven't already subscribed, please, please, please do. And hit that thumbs up button to like the video, because it really does help for the YouTube algorithms. And those matter when it comes to YouTube letting other people know about my video and suggesting it. You guys, like I said, I'm using these earphone thingies because my microphone on my computer is like wonky for some reason. So if you can't hear me, please let me know. This worked for a meeting I had the other day, so I'm hoping it's going to work today. We're hoping. I'm sorry about the lighting if it's a little dark. I have my light on and everything, but hey, Will, how are ya? Glad you could join us. So we do have a challenge going, and that challenge is supposed to end on July 15th. Where a bunch of people had set goals for themselves on where they wanted to be, or if they wanted to maintain, or if, how much weight they wanted to lose by the 15th. And I had set a goal of getting to 130 by July 15th. Well, it's nice to have a goal. I am not that. I'm thrilled that I can say that the scale still said 139 today. So I'm 9 pounds away from my goal. And obviously I'm not going to lose 9 pounds in 3 days. So I didn't make that goal, but it's all right, because I'm in the 130s and I'm quite happy with that. So you won't hear any complaining from me. I haven't seen the 130s in, good Lord, a really long time. Like a really long time, like before I had children, and my oldest is going to be 37 this year. Yikes. Wow. How did that happen? Time just goes, you guys. Yesterday, 7-Eleven. Thank you, Regina. Yes, yesterday, 7-Eleven was my birthday, and I turned 58. I don't know why that bothers me. 57 didn't bother me. 50 didn't even bother me. 55 didn't bother me. But for some reason, 58 bothers me. Isn't that weird? I don't really have a reason, you guys. I don't know. You know what? It's really funny. Last week, I did a quick weigh-in Sunday video from my car when I was postmating, and I watched it back a couple of days later, which I tend not to watch them the day that I record them, or upload them. But I'll watch them like a couple days later to make sure that they're working and everything's fine. And it was in that video that I noticed wrinkles that I hadn't noticed before. And I'm watching that video and I was like, oh my God, I'm actually starting to look my age. And that I don't know why it hit me the way it did, but man. And I said to my daughter, Janelle, who you guys all know, I said to her, I said, you know what? You could have told me that I was getting wrinkly because you haven't said a word. And you could give a girl a heads up, huh? And she just started laughing. And she's like, well, Mom, you got to understand you lost all this weight. And I have 100% said it a million times. My skin is not bouncing back the way I had hoped it would. But the older we get, of course, the elasticity in our skin diminishes. So of course it's not bouncing back. So a lot of the wrinkles she's attributing to the fact that I've lost weight. And that's, I'm sure it's true, but age is also definitely a factor. What is Nikki saying? I'm not going to make it either. I'm not going to make it where? Oh, your goal. Been trying too many pizza recipes for the business, but I haven't gained, staying with walking and hiking. New goal, 120 by Christmas. Hey, gotta have a goal. That's awesome. You still look good. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Annette. Yeah, but it was, I don't know. It's because I was in the daylight, in this outside in the sun. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden I was seeing all these like wrinkles right here. And I thought, who is that? Do you ever do that? Catch yourself in the mirror or something, or see a picture of yourself and you're like, well, that's not me. Who is that? That's kind of where I was when I watched that video, which is really kind of funny. Happy birthday. Should I write that in caps so you can read it? Yes, Vince. Yes, you should. I mean, I have my trusty reading glasses on, but dang, man, this getting old stuff is not for the weak. I'll tell you that. I'm more wrinkled and have been loose skin too, but I feel better and don't want to go back. Regina, and that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, sure, if I was still 210 pounds and all puffy and bloated, you may not see the wrinkles as much as you can now, but I prefer to be healthy. So I'm just going to be wrinkly. What am I going to do? I mean, you can't fight age, I guess. You can try. And fasting certainly does help because I feel way better than I did when I started this. So that's amazing. And all my numbers, as far as the doctors go, my blood pressure and blah, 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 blah. They're all fantastic compared to what they were when I started this at 210 pounds. If you guys remember, and I hate to be repetitive, but there's always going to be new people watching. So I kind of like to give everybody the full story. And those of you that have been here forever know, I started this because I went to the doctor after procrastinating for a couple of years. And I went to the doctor fully expecting her to tell me that I had diabetes, that I had some kind of super scary thing going on because I felt horrible. I was 56 at the time and I felt like I was 80. I had no energy at all. I was tired all the time and I just felt bad. And she basically told me my blood pressure was in the stroke zone. And her words to me were, and that was right around Christmas time, not this past year, but the year before. And she said, if you don't get a grip and change the way you eat and the way your lifestyle is, you won't be here for Easter. And that was in December. So yikes, right? If that's not a wake-up call, I don't know what is. And I know that a lot of folks that are in our group are in the same boat as I am and have a why about being healthy, about trying to stick around a little longer, because that's what I'm doing. So I have to broach a topic that I'm not thrilled that I really didn't want to do, but I'm going to because I've been asked to. Um, I have said that my birthday was yesterday, and I said that, and of course on my Facebook, everybody was notified that it was my birthday. But a couple of wonderful people had asked for my PayPal address to send me a little something, something for my birthday, and I thought that was really, really sweet. So I definitely want to say thank you to them, to Greg and to Debbie. That was so, so nice of you. And the suggestion was made that I say my PayPal um, address in case anybody wanted to donate to this video thing, because I guess that's the thing people do. And being that I'm not making any money on these videos and my hours were cut, I thought, well, I don't really like doing that, but you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'll put it in the description. If you want to donate, great. If you don't feel pressured. Please, 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 because I don't want that. That's not what this is about. Okay. So it's Debbie, Debby 71136 at AOL.com. AOL.com. Yes, it is. That's how long I've had that. Yeah. AOL. Remember those days, guys? But anyway, so I'll put it in the description as well, just in case. I know that I watch a lot of YouTubers. You know, you guys know that for my research, as well as to keep up on what's going on in the fasting world. And a lot of folks put it out there and ask for donations. I'm not going to ask, but I am going to put it out there. So if anybody wants to, they're welcome to. Okay, so that's enough of that. So this week, what did I do? Well, I did indulge on my birthday. And when I say indulge, you guys, I don't mean I went crazy. I went swimming because it was Saturday, and, you know, our pool is open on Saturdays. So yay, I went swimming, and that was wonderful. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. And then we had movie night. So we sat here and we watched a scary movie. It wasn't really scary, but it was a good movie. And we ate breaded cauliflower, which is something I haven't done in a long, long time. And I know that's not the healthiest choice, you guys, but it was better than popcorn with butter, okay? So we ate breaded cauliflower, and I did have one drink with my daughter to celebrate my birthday here at home. So really, that's all we did. That's all I did for my birthday. Although historically, I don't really make a big deal out of my birthdays. I never have. I mean, I make a big deal out of all my kids' birthdays because, you know, that's what you do, right? That's what I do anyways. But I never really make a big deal out of my own. And I didn't this year either. And I always tell my kids not to, because I don't know. It's just a weird thing about me, I guess. But, yeah, Nikki says, Regina says we are in our late 50s. Yeah, a lot of us are. A lot of us are. And that's, you know, I remember being in my teens and my early 20s thinking 50 was so old. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine being that old. And now I'm 58 going, but I'm not that old. It's amazing how the viewpoints change as we age, right? Nikki says I need a I think you're meaning a Patreon account. I don't foresee myself doing that. You guys, I have a hard enough time doing one video a week. I can't imagine having to do another one for another account. That I just don't see that happening. Good news. Hey, time to share some good news. I have a job interview tomorrow for yet another job. Hey, you can't say I'm not trying, you guys. I already have 3 jobs. 2 part-time on the computer, and then, of course, you know, Postmates. So I'm interviewing tomorrow for yet another job on the computer. So, and that's also part-time. So I'll be keeping the other 3. So that'll be 4 jobs, and maybe I can get 40 hours out of the 4. Who knows? But wish me luck. I'm excited about the interview. 2 of the jobs that I have are basically the remote team management. And boy, the way the economy is, and not just here in Nevada, but worldwide, because companies I work for are all over the place, not here in Nevada. And it's just tough, man. It's just tough. With this virus, it's affecting everybody, and me included. So there's that. Good luck. Thank you. I need it. Although I'm really good at interviewing, so I'm not nervous about it. I need another job. So, and it seems like all the jobs that I qualify for and would enjoy doing are all part-time, because people don't want to get full-time right now. I guess that's just not in the budget. So we'll do a whole bunch of contracts. How about that? But so I'm trying, but things are tough. My hours, like I said, have been cut. I have been doing Postmates, and I do the help desk, and then I do the remote team management. So I stay busy, but you do what you got to do. I have a feeling we might get locked down again. Well, hey Sherry, hi guys. So glad you could make it, Sherry. Nikki, I don't know if you know, but here in Nevada, as of Friday night, which I thought was kind of ironic, and you guys, I am not narcissistic, but I just thought it was really funny. As of Friday night at midnight, Nevada shut down all their bars again. They had to go back to phase one, just for the bars, not restaurants, not casinos, not retail, but just the bars, because California did that as well. And a couple other states have done that because they think that that is where the spread is coming from. But I thought it was funny that they shut down the bars Friday night at midnight, which make it Saturday, and that was my birthday. I'm not a bar person anymore. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. So I mean, it didn't impact me at all. But I just got a kick out of it. I just thought, well, good than that figure. Shutting the bars down again on my birthday. How rude. A few years ago, that would have really pissed me off because I used to be a bar person, but I'm not anymore. So it didn't faze me, but it was just funny. I thought it was funny. As far as thinking we all might get locked down again, I don't know if we're going to go back to phase one. I know that, right now they shut the bars down for the 2 weeks to see if that lowers the numbers, because Nevada's numbers are crazy. They're increasing exponentially daily, and it's really scary. And I know that's happening in a number of states. It's not just here. So is the answer to lock back down? I don't know. And you know what I am so incredibly daily grateful for is that I'm not the person that has to make that decision. I would not want to be that person. There's just so many variables and so many things to keep in mind. I wouldn't want that pressure. I hope not. Planning another attempt to go there in August. Oh, Vince, I hope you do. I would love to get together with you. Vince and I went to high school together. Oh my God, 100 years ago. Yes, Vince, you're as old as I am. Deal with it. But yeah, and he was a high school crush, I will say. I always thought he was such a cutie. He's a happily married man now, you guys. So don't go there. I'm just saying. 100 years ago. But yeah, but it's been fun to keeping in touch with people from high school. I enjoy that. That's one thing I do like about Facebook. There's a lot of things to not like about Facebook, but that is one that I do like. Just being able to stay in touch and see what's going on with people that you cared about. So that's kind of cool, because I'm not, gosh, those that know me well know that I'm horrible with keeping in touch. I'm just horrible at it. So it's kind of fun to just go on Facebook and look and see, oh, what's going on with so-and-so, what's going on, and seeing the posts, and it's fun. I enjoy it. Nikki says, I'm ready for Vegas too. You know what? A lot of folks want to come here, and surprisingly, you guys, on the weekends, it's crazy busy downtown Vegas, and also on the Strip. But during the week, typically, during the week, it's more like conventions and stuff. Well, we don't have any of that right now. You can't have conventions right now. So everybody's suffering. I mean, everybody is suffering. And all these bars, I just feel so bad for them that shut down again on Friday night. They finally got their doors back open. People got back to work, and some money was being exchanged hands, and now they're shutting down again. So all those folks are going to have to go back on unemployment. And it's just scary. It's just really, really, really scary. And again, I don't know. Is the answer to shut down? Is that the right answer? Is the answer to just let this thing run its course and build herd immunity? I don't know. I don't know. I know that in Vegas, it is now mandatory to wear masks out in public, and you cannot go into any businesses without a mask on. And I know that they're enforcing that because doing Postmates, I can't go into any restaurants to pick up orders without my mask on. And in fact, I have that here somewhere, don't I? And I do. I just don't know where I put it at this moment in time. But I have a cute one. And my daughter, what the hell did I do with that, for heaven's sakes? It's probably in the kitchen. Anyways, but my daughter, oh, there it is. My daughter bought me a mask for my birthday. It hasn't come yet, But when it comes, I can't wait. I'm going to show it to you guys because it is the funniest thing. I saw it and I just busted out laughing. So she ordered it for me, and I can't wait to wear it. But I'll show it to you when it gets here. But this is the one that I wear now, right here, and it's shiny. So this is the one that I wear when I do Postmates now. And I'm sure all you guys have your little masks too. I figure why not make them cute, right? You got to wear it, make it cute. So that's what I do. So how are the rest of my challenge people that are in here? How are you guys doing? Because I know some of you are in here. The challenge is over in 3 days, guys. 3 days. Nikki, I know you said you didn't make it. I know I didn't make it. Debbie's not here, but I know she didn't make it. Nikki says, I love your mask. I have a nice collection going. Nikki, I saw your Tigers baseball one on Facebook. I like that. That was cool. But I'm telling you what, you guys, I can't wait to get the one that my daughter brought me because it was such a trip. Oh my God. I was laughing so hard I was crying. So yeah, that was fun. Sherry said, I definitely didn't make it. But okay. All right. So let's come at this in a different way. All right. I did not hit my goal. My goal was 130. I did not make 130, but I did get into the 130s. So that to me is a huge accomplishment and what I'm very excited about. So let me ask you this, those of you that said I did not make it, did you get closer to your goal? Did you make progress? Are you headed in the right direction? Or did you go completely crazy and go the other way? Because that matters. And although I'm not going to reach my goal by the 15th. I know that I made progress. I got out of those damn 140s that I was stuck in forever. So that thrills me. I mean, that's like, would I be way happier if I had made my goal to 130? Yes, but I'm not going to beat myself up because I at least am headed in the right direction and I got out of the 140s. So I'm still celebrating because to me, that's a win. How about the rest of you? Well, I had a hefty goal. Yeah, you did. You set a really big goal. And my body decided to throw me a curveball. However, I'm in the 200s, and I'm happy to start off my 40s in the 200s. All right, Will. Well, you did. You set a huge goal for yourself. And again, you guys, I'm not going to count it that we didn't, that we failed, because we didn't. We're making progress. Sherry, no, not closer. I gained about 1 to 2 pounds and stayed there the whole time. July 15th is a new challenge. All right. Vince, have a great evening. Look forward to your next video. Oh, thanks, Vince. Thanks for popping in. It's so cool to see your name there. I wish I could hear you guys talk too. We got to figure out a way to do that. Will, I've lost 22 pounds to date. You are on fire, dude. Nobody has willpower like Will. It's crazy. Nikki, yes, I am at 136. I was at 145. But 120 is still a goal. Went down 2 sizes. So, Nikki, you made huge progress. So, again, it's not a failure. Patty says, I'm making progress and my blood sugar is going down. Yes. Good for you, Patty. That is phenomenal. Will says, I also fit into my first 2XL shirt. Yes. See, these Will has willpower. Yes, he does. Patty and Will, that's fantastic. Nikki, every time you go down a dress size or a shirt size or a pant size, it's a huge accomplishment and it should be celebrated. It really should. And, all of us, and I know this group that I'm talking to right now, all of us are of the mindset and have grown up believing that, time to celebrate, we need food, right? But no, in this particular case, we need to celebrate by being proud of ourselves and announcing to everybody what we've accomplished, because that's huge. It's huge. We're all going to live longer and healthier as a result. So even if you didn't hit that magic number that you set for your goal, that's okay. As long as you're doing things every day that's going to help you get healthier, you are a winner and you are doing it. And that's what matters. And Sherry, so you went up 1 to 2 pounds. Big deal. That's probably water weight. You'll drop that in no time. I will celebrate by losing more weight in inches. There you go. That's how to celebrate. I love it. Sure, I'm still putting fat clothes in a pile, so that's good. Get rid of those fat clothes. Get them out. Remember, we talked about this before. No backup plan. We don't want fat clothes in our closets. Get them out of there. If you have them, it gives your psychological, your unconscious mind, it gives you a way out. You don't need that. You don't need the excuse. Get rid of it. My goal is to live long and finish strong. Amen, Patty. Preach it, Debbie. I know I sound like a preacher. Let me get on my soapbox. It's so funny. But no, really, I mean, I know for myself, and I know many people like this, if you have clothes that are way too big on you and you keep them, it almost is like, it's okay if I gain again because I've still got clothes to wear. And it's allowing yourself an out that you shouldn't allow. You shouldn't allow it. And I think it plays into the whole yo-yo dieting. I really do. Sherry, no cheese this week. Yeah, Will's wife came up with a really cool idea where she's not doing cheese at all this week, and she's inviting everybody else to join that challenge. I've done that throughout the course of this year and a half that I've been doing this whole fasting thing. I've done, let me cut out cheese for a couple weeks and see what that does. And that really did nothing for me. I mean, it didn't change anything. But as I said on her post, and I will say here on this video, if you haven't tried it, it's worth trying because you don't know what's going to work for your body specifically until you try, right? So, and a lot of people don't realize that they are intolerant to cheese or that cheese is causing them to hold weight unless they cut it out, right? So this is a perfect time to just wipe it out if you haven't tried it already and see what it does for you. It may do nothing. It may make you feel better. It may get that scale moving. Who knows? You won't know until you try it. And I love, 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 love when our Facebook group people come up with new ideas and new ways to challenge ourselves and to test ourselves. And when I say test ourselves, I mean test our bodies, because our bodies are so different from each other. We are unique, you guys. What works for me will not work necessarily for you. What works for you will not necessarily work for me. And that's why you got to play. You got to try things and see what works for you. And the no cheese thing, this is a perfect challenge. If you haven't tried that, now's the time to do it. Sherry says, no, I'm getting rid of those fat clothes. Yes, girl, get rid of them. Throw them out. Well, that's the fun part, is trying different things to see how your body reacts. It absolutely is. And it can be really surprising because you may not even know that cheese is a factor and you're not losing weight. You may not know that until you cut it out of your diet. Absolutely, there is no one size fits all. Novelty keeps me interested. Well, there you go. And you know what? A lot of people are like that. Debbie's like that. My best friend, Debbie, I'm the type of person that I can eat the same thing every day for a week and it doesn't bother me at all. She, on the other hand, needs variety. She needs variety. She can't eat the same thing every day. It drives her crazy. She doesn't like it. So I get that. And Debbie and I lived together for a while, a few years back. And it was funny because I literally could eat the same thing every day and I'd be totally cool with that. And it drove her crazy because she needed the variety and the novelty, something different, something, new. And these little challenges that we do on our Facebook group, Debbie OMAD, we will do this together as a Facebook group. If you don't belong, jump over there and join, and we'll let you in because he's so good at that. There's been a few times a number of times where people have asked to join and I've gone to approve them, and Will's already done it because he's just on it like that. But anyways, so yeah, there's no waiting game to join my group. You want to join, get on over there and join because Will's on it. But anyways, where was I going with that? See what happens when you get old. But Debbie OMAD, we will do this together. That's Facebook group. And everybody in there is welcome to come up with their idea of a challenge or their idea of something for people to try that maybe they haven't tried yet that could make all the difference in the world in their fasting. So I welcome that and I encourage that. And a lot of folks do it and it's awesome. Let's see. I had been pasta free for a while and feel good. I thought that was impossible. I have more energy. Well, this is absolutely the more the merrier. All right. So early on in my fasting, way back when, a year and a half, before I started fasting, I was a carbaholic, and Sherry can relate to that. But pasta, bread, potatoes. Oh my God. Okay. I mean that was basically it for me. I mean, I love everything carb. And it was only through fasting and doing OMAD that I discovered I might love carbs, but my body does not love carbs. Now, carbs are a tricky, tricky little bugger because if you're working out and you're being like, well, Mr. Superman, and doing all this stuff every day, carbs, you need them. You need them because they help you through your workouts. But if you're like me and you swim on Saturdays and do Postmates on weekends where you're running and running up and down stairs and delivering stuff, and let me get back to that. I want to tell you a story, but before I do, and the rest of the week you're basically sedentary because you're sitting behind a computer like I do. Carbs are not your friend. They are not your friend. And Nikki, I'm proud of you to get that you eliminated pasta because I know that's a big part of your diet. But eating pizza is still carbs, darling. So just saying. But Sherry and I have discovered for our own bodies over time that carbs make us not lose weight. They cause us to, number one, gain weight, and if we're not gaining, then we're plateauing. And then when we cut the carbs, guess what? The scale moves. So yeah, go figure. But and this is what I tell myself: have I gone without carbs for a year and a half? Oh, hell no. That would be ludicrous. I mean, all right, look, I want to be healthy, but I also want to live my life, people. And every now and again, I'll indulge. Yes, I will. And I'll pay the price for it because number one, I'll feel like garbage. I mean, carbs do not make me feel good physically. Even though they taste so good going down, they don't make me feel good. I pay the price anytime I splurge. And I pay the price by not only not feeling good, but by gaining weight that week. And I've done that a whole bunch of times over the past year and a half. But I jump back on and cut them out again. Carbs are not your friend, Sherry. No, they are not. I switched up my chair for a yoga ball. I now bounce when I work at my desk. It's awesome on video meetings as you're bouncing around. I move around all the time just talking. I couldn't imagine at a ball. I'd never be in camera. I'd be all over the place. Nikki, I'm opening a pizza place. I had to sample. You have a son and a daughter-in-law. Let them sample. You stop that. Carb weight drops easily, but not the addiction to them. And that is the truth. And the harsh reality is, I don't care who you are. You've got some type of food addiction, whether it's sugar, fat, carbs. We all have some kind of food addiction. We just do. It's a reality. You don't get to be 40, 50, even 30 without having some kind of food addiction. And that a lot of us were brought up where food was the reward. Oh, you got an A today? Here's a cookie. I mean, oh, let's go out for ice cream and celebrate that. Or, oh, you've been so good this week. Let's go get some, whatever, candy at the store. And when I lived in Lexington, there was a place called the General Store. And it's just the cutest old-timey type place. And it had the penny candy like they used to have way back in the day. A lot of you probably don't remember those. But this is just recently that this still exists where they do penny candy. They've raised their prices. It's not pennies anymore. But they still have the huge counter of candy. And every time the grandkids would come up, when I lived in Lexington for 5 years, that would be my thing. I would take them to the general store and buy them a bag full of candy. I mean, come on, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was just perpetuating that addiction and putting it into them now. Oh, we're going to go see Gigi, which is what my grandkids call me. And it's not for great grandma, it's for great test grandma, just so you know. But the kids would be excited. Oh, we're going to go see Gigi. She's going to take us to get candy. And I know I'm doing exactly the same thing that our parents and grandparents did to us, and all I'm doing is moving this curse along. I know it, And it's a hard thing to break. It really is. And I'm trying not to do that. I reward myself with a workout that is fun and different and has helped change my mindset on that. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, not anymore. They took it out due to the COVID. It said, oh, Nikki, they took out the general store? What? What do you mean they took it out? They took what out? You need to give me details, girl. Well, I have tried so many different workouts from yoga to that Zumba class, and I don't like to sweat. I mean, as ridiculous as that sounds, I don't like to sweat. I don't. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. So it doesn't matter what workout I do, I end up sweating, and I don't like it, which is why I like swimming because I'm not sweating. Makes sense? So, yeah, finding a workout that I enjoy is an oxymoron. It's not going to happen. And I know it. Yes, it's a mindset thing. And could I get the hell over that and just start moving my body? Yes. And should I? Yes. But am I going to? No. And I know that. So there's that. And also, I'm absolutely paranoid about hurting myself because we know the older we get, injuries take that much longer to heal if they ever do. And I am so afraid of hurting myself and being out of commission. It just scares me. So that's part of the reason I don't like working out. No more penny candy. Now it's bagged up. That's heart-wrenching. I don't like that. I loved that place. Sure says, I hate gyms. I refuse to join another one. I like yoga, though. I like yoga, too, but still made me sweat. All right, I got to go get the girls to bed. See y'all on the Facebook group. Thank you, Debbie, for all you do for us all. Oh, thanks. Well, thanks so much for popping in. I appreciate that. Tabata. Patty, I don't know what that means. What's Tabata? Sure, I want a trampoline. I'll probably kill myself. Well, we have one of those little tiny exercise trampolines in the it's kind of just hanging out now in the dining area up against the wall. But I tried it and no. No. You guys know I'm very large chested and any type of jumping is just not a good idea. Tabata. I don't know what Tabata is. Will does. He says it rocks. I don't know what that is. Patty, what is that? Bye, Will. Thanks for coming in. Tabata. I don't know what Tabata is. And I'm probably even saying it wrong. Am I saying it wrong? I don't know what it is. Oh, so I was going to tell you a story. All right. So yesterday, I was doing, or Friday, I was doing Postmates. Like Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash. They're all basically the same thing. It was 117 degrees here in Vegas. 117. Okay. Keep that in your head. Got a delivery. And I'm like, all right. So, sorry. So I go to get the delivery. Oh my goodness. Stop it. And it's a pickup of three large pizzas, like the huge pizza box, large pizzas, and 3 2-liters of soda. Okay. Yes, Sherry, 117 degrees outside. Yes. So this family ordered 3 large pizzas and 3 2-liters of soda. All right, no big deal. It's a lot, but okay. When I say it's a lot to carry, it's a lot to carry. Now, remember, I turned 58 yesterday. I'm not 25. So the way Postmates works says, oh, we have a delivery in your area. Do you want to accept it? And I hit accept. And then it tells me where I got to go to pick it up. So I go to the pizza place to pick it up. And only then, after you're there and you verify the order and you pick up the order and put it in your car, then you hit picked up order. Then it tells you where you're going to deliver it, right? So you don't know where you're delivering it until after you picked it up. So I picked it up. And then I look, okay, picked up order. Now, where do I got to go? And I read the instructions. People, mind you, let me remind you, it was 117 outside. And this app gives me the address of where I'm going to go. And then there's a note underneath it. I'm on the 3rd floor apartment complex. I went, 3rd floor apartment complex? Third floor? They better have an elevator, right? So I get there, and of course not. It's a walk up because it's the way the apartments are out here. Stairs are outside, and you walk up, and yeah, it was outside stairs, 3 stories with 3 large pizza boxes, very large, and 3 2 liters of Pepsi, or it was Pepsi and Dr. Pepper and something else. I can't remember. Anyways, 3 of them. So I'm carrying that. I'm carrying these boxes, and I'm first of all trying to find this apartment because this is a massive complex, and it was a pain in the butt to find it. Finally found it, and I'm looking at the stairs. I'm just looking up at it, going, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." Now, mind you, I got my mask on, right? Mask on. It's 117 degrees out, and I'm carrying this stuff up these stairs. And because of COVID, I would say 95% of the deliveries I've made have been no contact. And that means just leave it at the door. You just set stuff at the door, knock, and leave. They don't want contact with you because of COVID. So there's no like hand you $5 tip. No, none of that. So I woke up 3 flights of stairs with 3 large pizzas and 3 2 liters and sat them down. Finally find this place, set them down in front of the door and knock, take my picture, blah, 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 leave. You know, I was dying by the time I got back to my car. I mean, dying. You guys, I was dripping wet. I was dying. You know that son of a gun didn't even tip me. How rude is that? 3 flights of stairs, 117 outside. Yes, I was not happy. Let me read these. Sorry. Quick and easy exercise. I do jumping jacks on my mini trampoline. 20 seconds of exercise, 10 seconds of rest, 8 cycles. Do any exercise you want, as many repetitions as you want. Cool. Sherry says I wouldn't have made it. They would have had to come down to get it. Poor Debbie. And the stupid mask too. Yes. Yes. This is what I'm saying to you. This mask, which is not breathable. You can see it's not breathable. 117 degrees. Oh, that was my first delivery that day. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, what the hell am I thinking? This is insane. And it went from bad to worse that day. It just did. It just did. So you know how Walmart, you can like go online and place your order for your groceries and they'll deliver them to you. Well, Walmart doesn't necessarily have delivery drivers. What they do is they call Postmates or Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever company, and have them pick it up and deliver it. Now, here they get you too, because it'll say Walmart, right? Okay, so I said yes to that, and I go, and these people fill up my trunk and my back seat with groceries. I mean, this had to be a $500 order. Holy crap. Filled up my car. So I accepted, whatever. And then I look to see 2nd floor apartment, no contact, which means I have to carry all these groceries to the 2nd floor apartment by myself. Okay, she had a 24 pack of water, you know, those big, huge cases of water. She had a whole bunch of 12 packs of pop and bags upon bags upon. Again, no contact, no tip. Now, they do have the option to come back in and tip you once you've delivered, but they didn't. So after that Walmart order, I said, nope. It's 117 degrees. I am not doing Walmart. I'm not doing it. I'm declining. So anytime I saw a delivery come up for Walmart, I said, no, decline. And then they got me, you guys. They got me, because up came, a new delivery, and it said Express. Well, I don't know what Express is. I'm thinking maybe it's a restaurant somewhere that I'm unaware of, right? So I click accept, because that's what I do. What is it? It's an express order at Walmart. And with express orders, they don't bring the groceries out to you. You have to go in and get them. So then I had to park, and I got my little mask on, and I go into Walmart, and you got to go to the other end where the express is, and they have all her groceries there. And I got to put them in a cart, take them out to my car, load them in my car myself. I was like, oh, they got me. And it was a 1st floor apartment, but again, it was no contact. So I still had to unload everything myself and bring it to the door. And this person did tip me. She gave me, or he or she, I don't even know, gave me a $2 tip about 3 hours later. People, it's not worth it. So now, when it says Walmart or Express, I say decline. I'm not doing it. Just imagine if you were still 200 pounds, you would have died. I would have died. I would have died. I'm not even exaggerating. Debbie, you got to go find something else. Sherry, you aren't lying. You know, in my head, I keep thinking I'm 30, and I'm not, you guys. I'm not. But doing the just the restaurant ones, those aren't bad. The hardest part is figuring out where you're going when you're delivering it, finding the place to deliver. That's the hardest part. But I'm not taking express orders or Walmart orders ever again. Oh. I gotta tell you this one too, because this is mind-boggling, you guys. Mind-boggling. All right, so it's a pizza delivery order. I live in Henderson. Henderson is about maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour from the Strip, Las Vegas Strip. So I get this order. It's a pizza order. Okay, no problem. So they ordered a large pizza and I don't know, crazy bread or something. I don't know what it was, but anyways, and a 2-liter. Okay, no problem. I pick it up and then I look to see where I'm delivering it, and it says, there's an address, and it's on the Strip. And I'm like, I hate driving on the Strip. There's always so many people down there. No problem, whatever. I already picked it up. I got to do it. So I'm driving down the Strip, and it doesn't say like what hotel or what casino or where you're at. It just says an address. So there's a phone number. So I called the phone number and I said, okay, this is Postmates. I have your order. Where are you staying? And she says, this little girl, 20-something-year-old girl, says, oh, we're just walking the Strip. Can you just deliver it to us? I'm sorry, what? She says, we're just walking along the Strip, and we had a craving for that pizza from this particular place. Can we just meet you somewhere? Now, it's a weekend. The Strip is packed. I mean, to drive down the Strip is a nightmare on weekends. Even with Corona, it's still a nightmare. So I'm like, well, where on the Strip are you? And I've got her on the phone, and I'm driving, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell this girl is. And she says, oh, let me look. So she's looking around to see what she can see. And she goes, oh, we're right here by the Flamingo. Well, I had just passed the Flamingo, right? So I'm like, oh. So I got to get all the way over and turn around and come back and then turn around. And that's not easy on the Strip, you guys. That is a challenge. It took me the better part of 40 minutes to find this girl and give her this pizza. No lie. And how much did I get paid for that? She didn't tip me. She did not tip me. And the whole order for me to do all that driving and spend all that time, $5. $5. I was like, you people are out your ever-loving minds. Anyways, did I mention I have a job interview tomorrow for another computer job? All right, I'll stop rambling on about that, but it's just craziness. So if you guys order Grubhub or Uber Eats or Postmates or DoorDash, any of those, tip those people. Dang it. Please do me a favor. These people are working hard, let me tell you, especially out here, 117 degrees, people. Yeah, praying for the computer job. And I already have 2 computer jobs during the week, but the hours just aren't there because everybody's, so slow. But hopefully with this, if I get this job tomorrow, the interview I have tomorrow, hopefully that'll be enough. I can get enough hours from them where I don't have to do Postmates anymore because, oh my God. I mean, it makes for good stories, right? But I think that's why I'm still at 139 this week, because I sweat my butt off doing Postmates. I'm a big tipper always. I can't stand a cheap ass. Well, I'm telling you what, people that call Postmates are cheap because they do not tip. And, I was thinking about it too, because I've never used Postmates or Uber Eats or any of those. I've never had food delivered to me like that. I'll just go get it, but I don't eat out all that often anyways. But I was thinking about back in the day with pizza delivery. You always tip the driver. You're the guy that brings you the pizza. You always give him a couple bucks. But now, with all these services being no contact, meaning you just put the food at the door and walk away, these people don't have to see you. They don't have to look at your face. They don't have to know who's delivering their food. So there's no connection. There's no interpersonal relationships being built there. Whereas, they'll look at you, oh, you're a nice person, and you can talk and chat. Oh, did you have a good day? Oh, and just, the little banter that goes on when you deliver, that's gone because everybody's doing no contact. So they don't feel any human connection. It's all, oh, I order online, I pay online, done. And they don't think for a minute that there's a person doing that, that there's a person trying to make money doing that. And I think that's why the tips are so bad. It's so bad. So bad. My son actually is the one that told me to try doing this Postmates thing because he did it for a little while. He didn't do it for very long, but he did it for a little while. And way before COVID. And he was making darn good money on tips. But again, there was none of this no contact stuff. He would, deliver it, knock on the door, they'd open the door, and, there was a person there delivering their food. And I think that would psychologically help them to tip. But now that there's no interaction, there's no interpersonal communication at all, it's all electronic, I think that's why they're not tipping. But exactly, no connection, so they can get away with being cheap. Exactly, yeah, they don't feel the obligation at all to tip because there's no people involved in their mind's eye. So that's my story. Anyways, I just had to share those because those are some wild stories. I think, I don't know, maybe I'm overly dramatic, but 117 degrees outside, and I'm walking up and down stairs at apartment buildings, and I'm just like, are you out your mind? Oh, what am I thinking? Oh, the things we do, you guys, the things we do. So I'm gonna, hey, what a perfect segue. I'm gonna go ahead and say my PayPal address again. If you guys want to help me out, feel free. It's Debbie, DEBBY 71136 at AOL.com. Feel free. Make up for these cheap asses that made me die over the past week for no reason at all. Oh, it's funny. It's one of those things, it's laugh or cry time, right? And I prefer to laugh, although that strip delivery, having to track this little girl down, walking the strip with her friends, that ticked me off. That one I was genuinely mad about because I was like, what in the world are you thinking? Walking the strip calling for pizza delivery. Are you out of your mind? But yeah, that one made me mad. And the third floor walk up, that made me mad. The rest of them, I just kind of go, okay, then this is what I said I was going to do. So I guess I'm just going to do it. But I mean, the reality is you do what you got to do. And everybody is stressing, whether it's financial, physical, emotional, psychological. Everybody is stressing in this current society that we're in and the world situation with the pandemic. So, I mean, I know I'm not alone in this boat, and my heart goes out to everybody that is struggling right now because it sucks. It just really does. There's just no nice way to put it. And on that note, let's get back to there's just no nice way to put it. And on that note, let's get back to the topic at hand. So I am still at 139. And like I said, tomorrow I fully expect that it's going to go up a little bit because I did eat breaded cauliflower and I did have a mixed drink last night with my daughter to celebrate my birthday. And we watched a movie, her and I and my grandson and the dog, Gizmo. And that was fun. We haven't done that together in a long time. So that was really fun. You will nail the interview. You won't have to do the food delivery much longer. God, from your from your lips to God's ears, lady, because good Lord, that was insane. And some days it's not eventful at all. It's just, you go get it, you go drop it off, it's no big deal. It's just, whatever. But boy, every now and again, oh, it's too much. I am smacked in the face with how old I am because I don't have the energy, the stamina. I mean, I have 100% more energy than I had when I started OMAD, but I'm still 58 years old. I'm not 25, and I don't feel like I'm 25. Oh, it's funny. It is funny. My aunt and uncle came for dinner last night. I made a blender full of margaritas. Oh, you were partying, so you were drinking for my birthday. Thank you, Sherry. Janelle and I each only had one drink last night, and I didn't even finish mine actually, because you know what? I find, because I don't drink hardly ever anymore. I just don't. I don't go anywhere, and I've never been one to drink at home. But that one drink was pretty strong, but I didn't even finish it, and I was so tired. I was so tired after it. It's like alcohol just it's like drink one and you're just gonna go to sleep. If I drink 2 or 3, I'll have a buzz and it'll be fun. But I couldn't stay awake long enough to even finish the one that I had started. So there's that. Sherry says, you're so welcome. I hope you guys toasted to me. Happy birthday, Deb. That's funny. A little narcissism coming out there. So challenge ends on the 15th, which is in 3 days. And based on what we've talked about so far, I don't know that anybody is going to make that goal. So we will continue on. As I said, Will's wife started a new challenge, cutting out cheese for the week. So I hope a lot of you join her on that. I've already done that. It didn't make a difference for me, so I'm not going to do it. But it may make a difference for you, and you don't know until you try. So I encourage you, if you haven't done that yet, to give it a shot and see what it does for your body. You have a great attitude, laughing and smiling. Oh, honey, this is who I am. What you guys see is who I am. I put on no airs. This is just me. And like I said, a couple of those stories that I shared with you really did tick me off at the time. But now, because they're behind me and I survived, I can laugh. I was not laughing the day they happened. Let me tell you that. There's no way that I was laughing at that time. How much weight can I lose in 3 days? I feel like I'm at school staying up all night to write a paper. Yeah, let's see. I said my goal was 130 and I'm at 139. Think I can lose 9 pounds in 3 days? Yeah, no, probably not. And I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to keep doing OMAD because you know what? Like I said, every day is a new day and a new chance and a new beginning. And for me, that's the only way I can continue doing this because, hey, let's face it, there's plenty of days that I fall off the wagon, that I eat outside of OMAD, or I eat too many calories, or I eat something I should not eat. And I do still, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I do beat myself up about it. And, Debbie, seriously, show some willpower. What is wrong with you? I'm my own worst critic. I don't care what anybody else says about me because nobody's as hard on me as I am. So I think that's part of the reason it never bothered me if people talk about me or don't like me, because I don't care. Nobody's as hard on me as I am. So it doesn't matter. But I just look at it like, okay, tomorrow when I get up, I got to get serious. I got to get back on this. I got to get serious. And now if I was able to be 100% true to OMAD every day for the past year and a half, I would be 100 pounds right now. but I'm not. So what does that tell us? So I said that I would be thrilled when I got down to 150. Well, I got to 150. I looked in the mirror. I went, I'm still not thin. I'm not skinny. I'm still chunky. So I decided, okay, 150 at 5'2" is still overweight. So then I said I wanted to get down to 130. Well, I'm at 139 right now. And I look in the mirror and I go, I'm still chunky. So although I'm keeping the 130 as my goal, it may very well go down to 120. I don't know. I can't imagine being less than 120 though, because I think that I would look really anorexic. I don't know. I don't know. For right now, it's still 130. It's 9 pounds. I don't know that 9 pounds is how I look, but it might. So that's going to continue to be my goal. But the point of that little tyrant was whatever number you have in your head, it's probably not accurate because the way we see ourselves in our mind's eye is not accurate. It's not accurate. When I was 210 pounds, I knew I was a little fluffy, but I didn't really think I was that fat. But I look at pictures now, at videos now of me back then, and I was like, oh, dang, I really was pretty heavy, huh? Oops. But I didn't think I was then. I really didn't until the doctor scared the hell out of me. And then I started looking at myself more realistically. It's easier in the summer to follow OMAD. It's been hot and don't want to eat until it cools down. And you're right. It is easier to do OMAD in the summer, especially if you're active. Nikki, with your job being a physical job anyways, when I'm really hot, the last thing I want to do is eat. So I totally agree with that. Summertime does help. And thank God for Kilo, my diet ice cream, because in the summer I'm an ice cream freak. I mean, I get hot, I want ice cream. I get hot, I want ice cream. I mean, that's just who I am. So this is my go-to in the summer. This is empty, obviously. But anyways, it's 300 calories for this whole pint. That's pretty good, right? And it is total carbs for the whole pint is, let's see, minus sugar and fiber is 21. So like 8 grams of carbs for this whole thing, you guys. Yeah, that's amazing. So I've been an advocate for Halo Top ice cream since I started this. As soon as I discovered it, my son introduced me to it, actually. I've been addicted ever since because you know what? We do not always break our addictions. We just change them. So I've always been addicted to ice cream, but now it's Halo ice cream, which is way better for you. And we know that I never go a day anymore without drinking my Halo. I mean, my Halo, my Bang. But I like this. I'll drink this all day. There's still a little bit in here. I opened this at like 6 o'clock this morning when I got up, and there's still a little bit in here. I just sip on it all day. This and water. And this is, in case you guys don't know, I talk about Bang all the time. There's a million different flavors, but it's 0 calories for this whole can. 0. But it's got 300 megs of caffeine in it. So I don't drink coffee, so this is my caffeine. And like I said, it does have a lot of caffeine in it, but I sip it over the course of the day. It's not like I down one every morning. No, over the course of the day, I sip it. I sip on it. So that's what that is. Photos are scary. When we look in the mirror, we think we're cute. When I see a photo, I don't know who that old lady is. That's so funny. That's like what I was saying about the video from last week that I did in my car when I was posting. It was a quick one, but for the weigh-in Sunday. And when I watched it back a couple of days later, I was like, excuse me, who's that? What are all these wrinkles? What's happening here? And because I don't see them myself. I don't see it. I'm like, that's not me. Who's that old lady? But yeah, that's me. So there's that. But and like I said, I yelled at my daughter. I'm like, how come you didn't tell me I was becoming a wrinkly old lady? She's like, what are you talking about? And I was showing her the video, and I said, look. And she's like, Mom, yeah, that's been there a while. I'm like, thanks for sharing. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? Walk up to you and say, hey, Mom, you're getting wrinkles. I said, yeah, you had no problem pointing it out when I first started getting gray hair. You could at least start pointing out when I'm getting wrinkles. She's like, I'm not going to do that. So. But I didn't realize, I really did not realize how wrinkly I was getting. This light, you can't really see it, so I'm kind of good with this dim lighting. It hides some of it anyway, so yay. So we may have poor lighting on all our videos going forward just because it doesn't show the wrinkles as much as the sunlight does. So if anybody starts yelling at me because my lighting is poor, know that I'm doing it on purpose. I'm actually not, but it does work out pretty good, right? So sorry. I just thought that was funny. You look great here. Yeah, because it's dark. You can't see all the lines. I'll take it. I'll take it. 58 years old. I don't want to see all these lines. That's funny. All right. So, oh goodness, we've gone over an hour already. I didn't mean to go this late. All right, guys. Any other topics you want to hit on? Any comments you guys have? Anybody want to tell us how they're doing that hasn't shared yet? Or share any of your struggles with us, and maybe we can give you some encouragement or some accountability if needed. Or anybody want to share their why to let others know that whys are important, because I'm not going to get through a video without bringing up whys. Nikki's laughing at me. Thanks, Nick. No, nothing. Nobody's got nothing. Nobody's got nothing. Really? Come on, guys. All right. Well, then I guess I'm going to wrap this up. You guys want to be that quiet about it. All right. So happy weigh-in Sunday. And I know a few of you have birthdays coming up this week. So happy birthday to you. And don't eat cake. I did not eat cake. My why, I will be 62 in September. Sherry, that's amazing. Good for you. That's a good why. That's a good why. Just to stay healthy. I need rehab from cola. I can't. I thought you gave up cola. What are you talking about? You're back to drinking cola? Oh, Nikki. I don't want to be a sick old lady. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. That is a big part of my why is, yeah, I mean, I want to live longer, but I want to be able to take care of myself, and I want to live healthy. And that's a huge part of my why. And I do remind myself often of my why. Like when I'm at the store and I see candy bars at the, when you go to checkout and there's always candy right there. I was the person that would always grab a bunch of them. I was a junk food junkie. But now when the reflex hits, when I automatically go to grab, I stop because I know that doing that is going to not, if it doesn't put me in the grave, it's going to make me unhealthy, and it's going to make my kids have to take care of me. And I can't be that person. I can't do it. I cannot do it. So that is a huge part of my why. Nikki says Coke, or sorry, Nikki, Sherry says Coke Zero was pretty good. Have you tried Coke Zero? A nice Coke on a hot day is so good, but only once in a while. No, Nikki, no. Coke Zero. But Coke Zero, does that have that that fake, what is it? Saccharin, whatever, not saccharin. That sweetener that they determined is really bad for you. Can't remember the name of it now. Is that in Coke Zero? Because I remember researching that Diet Pop is just as bad for you as regular pop. In fact, probably more so, just because that's it. Oh my God, aspartame, I think is how you say it, but it's bad for you. It's very bad for you. So should really kind of basically eliminate pop completely, actually, or soda, or whatever you call it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Love you all. Remember, we are in this together. We will do this together. Like, subscribe, post down below this video as to how you're doing on this weight loss journey. Let us know what your journey is. Are you doing fasting? Are you doing OMAD? Are you doing intermittent fasting? What are you doing? And where are you as far as your goal? Are you close? Are you going up? Are you going down? And remember, not just weigh yourself, but measure. Do your measurements. Because sometimes when that scale stops moving, take your measurements and you see that your body is still changing. Coke Zero has an aftertaste. My kids drink it. My kid drinks it. But it doesn't taste horrible. I only have one a week. Zevia Pop has stevia. I don't know what Zevia Pop is. I have no idea. Stevia is supposed to be okay, though, I heard. Okay, love you guys. See you next week. And join us on Facebook if you haven't already. It's Debbie OMAD. We will do this together. And once again, I will put my PayPal link below. If anybody's doing really good during this time and wants to help a girl out, feel free. Debbie 71136. That's DEBBY 71136 at AOL.com. And I will put it in the description below as well. See you guys next week. Love you. Remember, we are in this together, and we are doing this together. Bye, guys. How do I stop you now? Ah, there it is. Mwah.